Hi there. Welcome to Sunnyside Journals. I'm Catherine, and I've got a very little, what's on my desk today. I'm doing a bit more work on a keepsake journal that I've been working on. This is one of those very rare times where I will do a request from someone. And this is going to be a special book for someone. And it's, as I mentioned in the previous video on it, it's titled Literary England, and it's a nice big surface area. So it's going to make a really nice keepsake journal. I've restored the spine. I did it off camera. Some things I just do better off camera. I just do. So this has been, I gutted it in the previous video, and I lined it with muslin, tea-dyed muslin. I've left the threads long. I may trim those off later. I like to leave myself options, so I've left them long for now. And then on top of the muslin, I glued down some paper. I wanted it light but strong. I want this book to be easily opened and easily lie flat for ease of writing and gluing in and putting in photos and nice things like that. So, and I'm really happy with how it came out. It feels good as new. That spine feels like I'm the chiropractor of books. Anyhow, so I already got started a bit this morning. I want to add some of the original papers back into the book, not all of them, but a few. So I got started this morning before I had to go to the dentist, and I was choosing the pages that I want, and then joining them together with pieces of the actual paper. I like how that looks. It's not too distracting. It's the exact same shade except for some yellow aging. There's yellow aging on one side, and then I've done my best to marry up that shade by using, using antique linen distress ink. That's a really nice one to use when you just want a tiny little hint of aging. You don't want to hit it home with the aging, but you want just a little hint of it. I'm going to do it again here, so don't worry. I will show you how I've done one. There's no need to watch me do all of them. And I've certainly got a lot of papers that I'm going to be putting into the book, but I'm not sure what order I want them in yet. Some tea-dyed paper will be going in, some just regular paper in its original condition. I want a variety in this book. It's big, so it can certainly take it. And I definitely want some layering of different sizes of paper. I think with a big book, you can really have some fun playing with opening up an upper one, opening up a lower one, opening up a center one. But also, in addition, still have some big sheets so that there's plenty of room for journaling, plenty of room for photos. Yeah, so I actually just really want a nice variety of papers, different kinds of papers, different colors, shapes and sizes. Robert Browning and his wife Elizabeth Barrett Browning. There's a love story for you. I thought that was rather appropriate, a beautiful love story. Where are we here? There. I just want to leave a little crack of space there so that it, I use these things as weights all the time. They were off of an embroidered, one of those banners. It used to be that you pulled on it to ring the bell for the servants, and now they just use them as, they're pretty. All right, this is something that my glue stick can handle. I just use good old Elmer's when I'm going to use glue sticks. I've tried others. I've tried Yoo-Hoo and and a little variety of them, and I just keep coming back to Elmer's. That's just me. Now, sometimes I'll use washi when I'm reinforcing or gluing two pieces of paper together. Gosh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at this because I bent it by accident, but I think it's going to be okay. It all adds to the character, right? I want that off to the side. I don't want it covering that photo. Oh, you're trying to go crooked. All right, somebody's moved. What happened here? Somebody moved. I did it again. See, this is why I don't craft along with me very often. I don't think. Hold on, you're coming off. Sorry, I don't think this is even. I think that's why it's. Yep. No. Well, you're no good now. We'll start again. I'm just over here. I'm getting some more paper. Hold on to your horses. Here's the text block. And what I'm doing is I'm just getting a piece of paper with a margin. One of the pages that I'm not going to use, I want this part. And it's already the correct length. So that means it will be fine. You stay there. All right, I'm going to go to my other table and cut this. So I'm going to pause you for a second. Hold on. All right, I'm back. All right, let's get you out of the way for a second, Robert Browning. And I'm going to yellow this one side again. This side's naturally yellowed. And it's just the fuss budget in me. I want both sides a little bit yellow. And the bottoms. When I'm done gluing these two sheets together, I'm going to take a second and show you a bit of what I'm going to put in this book. I've got a few ideas. I had a bit more UK ephemera sort of publications to work with than I thought I had. So I was happy about that. And I got some music that's appropriate. There we go. Now, what side was it again? This side. I found some music that's appropriate and some ads because I knew I had some British magazines, Women's Journal from the 1940s. So I knew I had that to work from, which is fun because those are the kind of books. Sorry, I need room. I'm working over here. The Women's Journal magazines have lots of fun ads in them. And I don't think I'll be putting a laxative ad in here, but never say never. Especially with me, never say never. There could be a laxative ad going in. They just crack me up. It's the juvenile in me. There we go. All right. All right, good. So that means I do have 4 now because I did these ones earlier. So I've got one that's made from the list of contents page and one of the interior pages. There were a few interior first pages. Here's one, William Shakespeare. It's all literary, historical literary people from England. Again, another one about people in love. This one explains how old the book is, sort of, because it explains that the photos came from 1943. So, and I suspect the book, of course, must have come within a year or two after that, however long it took for them to make it into a book. I like this. That's one of the front pages. I like that it joins England and the US. So there's 4 of those. I'm breaking my rule again. Usually I have my uneven rule for books for how many signatures I put in, but I do think I'm going to put 4 signatures in this book. So I've got 4 spreads from the book, and then I've got, I want to figure out what of these pages I'm going to be using. I'm going to attach those with washi because I like these ends, and some tea-dyed paper in different shapes. So as you can see, I'm going to fold that in half and it'll make for a short page. Think about it, because if that's that wide, this page is really only going to come out to there. And that just makes for fun and variety and interest. My favorites, boy, I'll be sad when these papers run out, but I've got lots so far. I think I have 3 packages. They were unopened. Thrift store. Yes. So again, I'll be folding these in half, and they're not quite the right size of the book. So I can put it down low, I can put it up high, I can put it in the middle. And it makes the eye have to wander around as you do page by page turns. This is a different guest book. I'm going to put that in. I'm going to cut up one of my sheets. This is my favorite check registry paper that I just love using. I'll be putting this into it. I don't think I'm going to use this paper. I'm going to put it aside because I found some other lined paper that I like better. I like this paper because I like the holes in the top, so I'm going to put a few in there. And think about it, again, if I fold it in half, it's going to make for a shorter page. Ledger paper, and this 38 is because that's a special year for who this book is being made for. Oh, here's some big sheets. I will be putting in some big sheets of tea-dyed paper. They're already ready to go. Here's the lined paper I'm going to use. It's already naturally yellowed. I love it. I found a whole bundle of old school writing books at one of my thrift stores once, and it's just already a beautiful color. So that's going in. Some more different tea-dyed ledger paper, a sheet from a birdwatcher's book. I'm going to use a couple of sheets. I have a yacht log, so I thought that that's very appropriate for a journey. Another different guest book, because I love guest books. And I want to put some tissue on whatever is the opening front page, just so it lays on top and it looks elegant. Even if a junk journal can look elegant, I guess, well, we're going to try. This is some watercolor paper. I'm going to put it in. It's just nice and strong for if there's something heavy that the owner is going to want to do. Same with this paper. I found a few packages of this, and it's a little bit heavier. It feels like it's about 24 pounds. So that's nice. And it's a little bit of variety. Again, it's blue. I don't think I'm going to tea dye it. I think I'm going to leave it this nice blue. It's very pretty. And again, a different kind of ledger paper. I love ledger paper in all of its shapes and sizes. And this one, I'm leaving it not tea dyed. I like the color of the blue, and this is already sort of a creamy color. It's not that old, but I like it. So I do better sorting my papers off camera because this thing is actually in my way. It's about 14 inches off my desk, and it really interferes with me being able to flip-flop my papers. So I'm going to finish up here. Oh no, I was going to show you what's going in. Oh my goodness, I'm totally Catherine. So I still want to look through. I picked out my favorite pages that I want to look through and find a way to incorporate them, possibly by making journaling cards or journaling tuck spots. What else? Of course, you saw the end papers before. I had, like I said, I had more than I thought I did of some UK stuff. So I want to look through. I have a whole bunch of UK postcards. I'm not going to use them all, but I want to sort through and find which ones I want to use. Playing cards from it has scenes from City of London in it. Okay, hold on. Oh, there's Her Majesty and Prince Philip. St. Paul. I believe that's St. Paul's. St. Paul's, yes. I found some stamps for Malta, which is important for this. So I have some actual stamps for Malta, and it's just a British stamp. So I've got those ready. I've got my maps tea-dyed. I think I showed you these in the previous one. Now, where's the book I wanted to show you? I found a book. Can't remember where I got it from, but it was actually in my box where I keep all my old magazines, and it's great. It's a commemorative magazine from when King George and Queen Elizabeth visited Canada and the United States. So I'm going to pull quite a bit out of here. 1938. That's appropriate that all these photos are from 1938. So I'm going to go through and find some photos that I enjoy. And then I also enjoy this part of the cover, and I'm going to fussy cut that out and find a way to include that nicely into this journal. I think that that's appropriate. A beautiful pictorial record. So there we go. Oh, and music. Rule Britannia. I found some ads out of those British magazines. Marmalade, Marmite. What did I like on this page? Oh, McVitie biscuits. My husband's late wife's family were big high up in McVitie biscuits. God Save the King. This is from 1933, and this one is Rule Britannia, also from 1933. Of course, it's British. Fish and chips. What else do I have here? Oh, Tetley tea. Roast beef. God Save the Queen. God Save the King. Oh, I found some red, white, and blue ribbon. I'm going to find a way to incorporate that. It's grosgrain ribbon. It's in really nice condition. I had that in with my box of ribbons. 50 cents. Gosh, I love a deal. Not sure how much I got. I'm going to have to unravel it and see what I've got there and see whether I have to be careful with it. I love that because I want to incorporate the UK and the US, both of them, their flag colors are red, white, and blue. So that helps when you find some red, white, and blue ribbon in your stash. All right, that's good. Okay, I showed you what I wanted to show you. And now I am going to go and deal with all these papers and decide how I'm going to put together my signatures. Thanks for visiting, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day and continues having a great day. And we'll talk soon. Bye.